Hey folks, this is Vince with Ads Gaming Addiction, and this is just a quick follow-up video to the last one I published. It was Ticket to Ride Europe. This time we're going to look at its expansion, Europa 1912. Now this is an expansion, and you have to buy the base game in order to play this, so do not buy this without buying the base game. So Europa 1912 is similar to the USA 1910 expansion that came with the original Ticket to Ride, and that it comes with some extra ticket cards and the like. In fact, let's just quickly go over it because I don't have a photographic memory and it would be easier just to show you. So let's go ahead and focus in on that. Alright, so this expansion contains 5 new player warehouses and 25 new train depots. I'll explain what they are in a minute. 55 new destination tickets, all marked with a 1912 logo in the upper right hand corner. 6 new long routes, blue background. 19 new regular routes, 30 new big city routes. The original 46 destination tickets, 6 long, 25 regular, and 15 big city that came with Ticket to Ride Europe. Now before I start showing you what the warehouses do, you're probably asking, will this expansion fit in the core box? Yes and no. This will not. You might be able to get creative, cut out some of the inserts here and then fit it that way, but I personally wouldn't do something like that. That's just blasphemy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back in my cabinet or upstairs in the attic or something, and all of the components on the inside will be in here. And that's what I did. If you double up your trains like this, you've got like a red stack of trains, blue stack of trains, you've got blue. You can even put yellow on top of that if you need some more room. But you've got your depots here. There's that. You've got your green trains underneath that. Here's your stations from the core game, as long as your score markers here. Now you've got your warehouses here. These are made of like paper, so be careful. And all the extra cards that came with the expansion fit into one slot, whereas all the cards that came in the core set are over on their other slot. So again, you can fit all of the components into the core box, but you'll have to put this off to the side somewhere. Okay, warehouses and depots. I don't have a lot of room to work, so I've had to sort of condense everything into one camera shot. Here are the player warehouses here. Normally they would be in front of their own person, but yeah, I have to sort of condense everything here. Here are your depots. At the very beginning of the game, each player in counterclockwise order, starting with the last player, will place one of these depots onto an empty city on the board. So red might opt to go here, and blue might opt to go here. Now during the game, anytime a player opts to draw train cards, what they'll do is, before they take any, they'll go ahead and pick up one from the deck and place it onto anyone's warehouse that they want. So let's say that it's Red's turn. He's going to go ahead and draw 2 train cards, either from here or from here. And he's going to opt to put a train card, pick this up first, put it on the blue warehouse. Then he can proceed to take his 2 train cards, whichever ones he wants. Okay? So eventually throughout the game, these warehouses are going to start filling up as players take more and more train cards. Okay, so throughout the game, you're going to have all of these cards building up on these warehouses. Now, how do you claim them? Well, in order to do that, you'll have to claim a route that touches one of these cities with a depot on it. So let's say it is Blue's turn, and Blue lays down 4 green cards, or 3 green and a wild, whatever you want to do, and completes this route here. Now, this route is touching Paris, and Paris has a red depot on it. Now, Blue could give up one of his unused depots in front of his person, just discard it, in order to collect all of the cards at the red warehouse. He can go ahead and put this into his hand. Alright, now you're probably wondering what happens. Let's say that you make a connection and there are 2 depots involved. So let's say that Red makes a connection from Paris to Frankfurt by laying down 3 of these white cards to make this white route here. Now, as you can see, there's a blue depot here and a red depot there. Now, Red has an option. He could do one of the depots, or he can do both of the depots. So if Red decides to take cards from both depots, from here and from here, you'd have to give up 2 of his unused depots. Alright, now normally in Ticket to Ride, each player only gets to take 1 action on their turn, but with the warehouses, there's an exception. At any point during a player's turn, as a free action, they can take one of their unused depots and place it onto another empty city on the board. So just to quickly sum all of that up, warehouses and depots will give players ways of getting extra cards during the game instead of drawing them from the deck on their turn. The upside to keeping your unused depots, though, is that at the end of the game, the player with the most unused depots will score an additional 10 points. So if you manage to pull that off and still get a lot of cards during the game, more power to you. But if you're the type of player that needs cards all the time and you need your cards now and you don't care about getting that 10 points at the end of the game, and maybe you might even need those cards to make some of your destination tickets because they might be worth more than 10 bonus points. So it all depends on the situation and what kind of player you are. Alright, and honestly that's all I'm going to show you today. It's all there is to it, really. This expansion is about 15 or 20 bucks on Amazon, so if you play a lot of Ticket to Ride Europe and are running out of destination tickets, meaning that if you're starting to get used to the ones that you have in the core game and can figure out where people are going, then this might be a great expansion for you just to mix things up. There are plenty of new destination tickets out there, and there's a lot of different variants listed in the manual. Like there's the Big Cities of Europe variant, the Mega Europe variant, and the Europe Expanded variant. And some use only some of the destination tickets, others use all of them. It all depends on what variant you pick. And another cool thing is that these warehouses can be used in the Ticket to Ride core game, the regular base game that is the USA map. So if you're creative, I've never tried it, so I don't know what the balance is like, but you can involve warehouses and depots in the core game if you want to. So yeah, do I recommend this? I'll say what I said in my other review or my video of the USA 1910 expansion. If you are a hardcore player of Ticket to Ride, you play Ticket to Ride religiously, and you have Ticket to Ride Europe already and you play that religiously, then yes, this is a worthwhile expansion. If you only bring out Ticket to Ride or Ticket to Ride Europe in once in a blue moon, then this expansion you don't need it. There's plenty of action in the core game to keep you busy for years to come. So if you guys want to see a gameplay video of Ticket to Ride Europe, let me know. If you want to see more, again, leave comments, let me know. I don't know what you guys want unless you tell me. So to that end, I'll subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you can keep up to date on any new content I do happen to publish. And I've also got an official website, www.dadsgamingaddiction.com. This is Vince, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.